Archangel Michael says, there is a truth rising to the surface right now, and it has the power to transform the path of your daughter's life forever. The air is heavy with a shift, a ripple that began far away but is now making its way directly into your home. It will not knock quietly, it will arrive like a force you cannot ignore. This is not ordinary news, it is something that will change how you see her, how you protect her, and how you guide her. There are people who have tried to keep this from you, thinking you were not ready to know. But now, divine timing has opened the door, and the message is pouring through. Your daughter has been walking through a hidden chapter of her destiny without fully knowing the weight of it. And today, the veil is lifting, whether the world is ready or not. This news is powerful, and once revealed, nothing will be the same again. Her life was always meant for something bigger, something beyond the ordinary path laid out for her. The signs were there in her words, her silence, and even in the things she never spoke about. Now, those signs are aligning into a clear picture. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You may have felt a strange pull in your spirit recently, a sensation that something was shifting around her. That was no coincidence, it was the first signal from the heavens. The universe has been moving people, events, and even whispers to position this moment right in front of you. This news carries opportunity but also responsibility. It demands awareness, quick decisions, and a steady hand to guide her through what is coming. Because the moment it is made public, there will be eyes, hands, and intentions reaching toward her. Not all of them will be pure. Some will approach her with smiles, masking their deeper motives. Others will genuinely want to support her, but they will be drowned out if you do not act quickly. Her protection is not just about keeping her safe. It's about preparing her for the weight of the crown she is about to wear. And the crown, once placed, will draw attention from both the light and the dark. Type Amen to get blessing 728. This change will begin quietly, almost unnoticed, like the first note of a song before the full orchestra begins. But once the full melody plays, there will be no stopping its reach. She will be seen in rooms she's never entered, and her name will be spoken by strangers you've never met. The news itself is not a warning, it's a turning point. What she does after hearing it will shape her entire journey. And what you do alongside her will determine whether that journey is blessed or burdened. You must remember, this is not happening by accident. Every tear, every laugh, every late-night prayer you've spoken over her life has paved the road to this moment. Now, it's about walking it with strength. Archangel Michael says, stand beside her like the shield you have always been. The waves are coming, but together, you will stand firm. Type Amen to get blessing 514. There is a place, a meeting, a conversation being prepared as you read this. It will hold the key to unlocking what this news truly means. And in that space, someone will look directly at her and see what you have always known: she is rare. But rarity draws both admiration and envy. The moment they realize her potential, they will either want to raise her up or pull her down. It will be your voice that steadies her when those moments come. You may find that some people close to you are already aware of fragments of this truth. They may have been hesitant to tell you, unsure how you'd react. But the time for hesitation has passed, this is now. The light is breaking through, and with it comes the undeniable proof that your daughter's life is stepping into its most defining chapter yet. Type Amen to get blessing 841. Her name is already beginning to move through spaces you have never entered, carried quietly at first, but soon it will be spoken with urgency. There is a person, far from where you are, who has already made a decision about her future without even meeting her yet. They believe she holds the one thing that can shift an entire situation in their favor. This is why you have been feeling an unexplained heaviness lately. Your spirit has been sensing the stirrings of change, even when your mind could not explain it. Every step she takes now is being watched by forces, both heavenly and human, that understand her value more than she realizes. Archangel Michael says, "This is not a season to look away or become distracted. Everything you give your attention to now must serve the purpose of protecting, guiding, and preparing her. For once the announcement is made, the clock will start ticking." Type Amen to get blessing 642. The truth about this news is layered. The surface will seem like celebration, an opportunity, a moment of recognition. But beneath it lies a shift that will rearrange her relationships, her daily life, and even her sense of who she is. She will be tested in ways you cannot yet see. Not through loss, but through sudden elevation. The higher she rises, the more voices will compete to tell her what to do, who to trust, and where to go. You must be her anchor in the noise. Your words will be the only ones she knows come without an agenda. This will matter more than you can imagine once her name becomes public in a way it never has before. Type Amen to get blessing 907. Even now, there is a document, hidden from your eyes, that mentions her name. It has been passed between hands with careful intention. Those who hold it understand the power it contains, and soon, it will no longer be in the shadows. The moment it is released, expect sudden changes. Phone calls at unusual hours. Messages from people you have not spoken to in years. Some will reach out under the guise of helping her. Others will try to pull her into their plans, using flattery to mask control. But not all of them can be trusted. Type Amen to get blessing 488. You will notice her behavior shifting in small ways before the news fully breaks. She may appear distracted, as if her mind is somewhere else, already sensing that something big is approaching. There will be moments where she stares off into the distance, replaying conversations in her head that you have no idea ever took place. The truth is, pieces of this change have already been whispered to her. She may not understand the full picture yet, but her spirit is bracing for it. There is an energy around her now, one that others can feel even before they know the details. Soon, the first sign will arrive in the form of an unexpected message. It might be a letter, an email, or a call, but it will come from a place that has never contacted her before. It will hold words that set this entire change in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 229. When that moment happens, you must act without hesitation. There will be no time for doubt or delay. Every decision you make will either strengthen her position or leave her vulnerable. Understand this, the people who bring this news are not all allies. Some will smile in your presence while plotting against her in private. Others will genuinely want to help but lack the power to protect her from what is coming. The key will be discernment. Listen not only to their words but to the feeling behind them. Pay attention to what they are not saying as much as what they do say. Type Amen to get blessing 654. Her journey from this point forward will not be quiet. It will attract attention, both good and bad, from places far beyond your immediate circle. Her name will move through conversations between people you do not know, in rooms you have never seen. Archangel Michael says, this is a moment of divine positioning. She was always meant to rise, but the timing had to align perfectly for it to happen. Now, that alignment is here, and the heavens are opening the way forward. But the road ahead will require courage. She will be tested not just by the challenges of success, but by the shifting nature of those around her. Friends may become distant. Strangers may suddenly act familiar. Type Amen to get blessing 381. There is someone, right now, studying her every move. Not in a way that causes immediate danger, but with an intense interest in who she is and what she can do. They are gathering details, planning an approach, and waiting for the right moment to step forward. That moment will come sooner than you think. And when it does, it will be framed as an opportunity, a partnership, or even a blessing. But you must look closely. Because wrapped inside it will be something much deeper. She will stand at a crossroads with two clear paths. One will lead to expansion and fulfillment. The other will lead to entanglement and distraction. Type Amen to get blessing 719. There will come a night soon when sleep will be difficult for both of you. The air will feel heavier than usual, as if it is carrying something you can't yet see. That will be the final calm before the news erupts into your world. Her name will appear somewhere public, in a way that leaves no doubt that this is real. It might be printed, spoken on air, or displayed in a place where many eyes will see it. From that moment, the pace of life will accelerate beyond what you've known before. This is when she will need your presence the most. Not just as a parent, but as a guide who can help her navigate attention, offers, and hidden traps. She must not walk through this season alone. Type Amen to get blessing 546. The change will first feel exciting. It will bring an energy into your home that seems almost electric. Opportunities will appear one after another, and it may seem like every door is opening at once. But this is where caution is crucial. Not every door is meant to be walked through. Some open only to distract and delay her true purpose. You will have to be the voice reminding her which opportunities align with her calling and which are merely noise. This guidance will make the difference between her rising in light or being pulled into shadows. Her safety, physical, emotional, and spiritual, will depend on your vigilance. Type Amen to get blessing 402. Even now, a select group of people knows about this news before you. They have been discussing it quietly, waiting for the right moment to reveal it. Some of them are excited for her, but others see her as a tool for their own gain. You may recognize a familiar face among them. Someone you never expected to be part of such a conversation. That revelation will sting, but it will also open your eyes to who truly stands with you. Archangel Michael says, do not fear the exposure of truth. When masks fall, the people meant to stay will stay, and those meant to go will reveal themselves. This is part of the cleansing that must happen before her next chapter begins. Type Amen to get blessing 891. A significant meeting is already being arranged without your awareness. Your daughter's name is the reason the meeting exists in the first place. At that table, decisions will be made that could shape the next several years of her life. Someone at that meeting will speak strongly in her favor. Their voice will carry weight, and their support will be critical. This person is being divinely positioned to protect her from certain hidden dangers. But there will also be another voice there, one that subtly tries to block her path. They may not appear as an enemy, but their words will work against her rise. This is why your awareness must sharpen now. Type Amen to get blessing 255. Soon, you will notice small signals that the change is no longer in the distance, it is here. Unexpected names will begin to reach out, people who have not spoken to you in years suddenly wanting to check in. They will pretend it is casual, but in truth, they are trying to confirm what they have heard. The whispers will spread faster than you expect. They will travel through conversations, meetings, and private messages until almost everyone around you has caught wind of it. Some will wait for you to speak first, while others will boldly confront you with questions. Your daughter may feel a sudden weight on her shoulders, even if she cannot explain it. This is the moment she will need reassurance, a reminder that not all attention is a threat. But she must also be warned that not every smile is sincere. Type Amen to get blessing 734. The announcement, once made, will be impossible to reverse. It will feel like a light switching on in a dark room, everything once hidden will now be visible. There will be no going back to the way things were before. This is why preparation is essential. You must prepare her heart, her mind, and her inner circle before this wave hits. Because when it does, it will be too late to start building the walls of protection. Archangel Michael says, divine favor is upon her, but favor often draws opposition. Do not be surprised when certain individuals, even ones close to you, begin to act differently. It is simply the revealing that comes when the light shines brighter. Type Amen to get blessing 592. There will be a location, one you have been to before, that suddenly becomes the center of her story. It may seem like an ordinary place, but soon it will be remembered as the starting point of her transformation. Pay attention to the moments you share there, they will be etched into her memory forever. She will begin to see herself differently. The girl you have known will start to carry herself with more purpose, more awareness of her influence. This growth is necessary, but it must be grounded in humility and truth. Alongside the change in her will come a change in the way others look at her. Some will show genuine pride and admiration. Others will watch her with envy, quietly measuring her rise against their own lives. Type Amen to get blessing 861. Somewhere right now, a message about her is being typed, edited, and finalized. When it is sent, it will travel faster than anything you've experienced before. Within hours, her name will be spoken in circles far beyond your reach. That message is not meant to harm her, but it will draw attention she may not be ready for. And attention, once it comes, is hard to control. You must be ready to stand as the filter between her and the chaos that will follow. This is where your wisdom will become her greatest shield. Your ability to read people, to see intentions behind words, will guide her steps. You are being called to this role now for a reason, because the timing is no accident. Type Amen to get blessing 447. There will be a moment when she walks into a room and every conversation stops for a brief second. It won't be because of anything she says, it will be because people already know. They will glance at her differently, with curiosity, surprise, and in some cases, hidden calculation. From that moment, she will start to feel the invisible pressure of expectation. The news will travel so quickly that even people who have never met her will have opinions about her. And while some will celebrate her rise, others will quietly hope for her stumble. Your role will be to keep her focused on the path ahead, not the noise around her. Because if she turns her attention to every voice, she will lose sight of her true direction. Only steady guidance will keep her moving forward without being pulled into distractions. Type Amen to get blessing 923. There is a particular person, someone with more influence than you realize, who has been watching her from the shadows for a while now. They are not ready to reveal themselves just yet, but their interest is deep and intentional. This person will step forward soon, offering an opportunity that will sound almost too perfect. You must approach that offer with caution. Not because it will necessarily harm her, but because every agreement at this stage will shape her public image. One wrong choice could give the wrong people too much control over her path. Archangel Michael says, remember that divine timing is as important as divine opportunity. Just because a door opens doesn't mean you must walk through it immediately. Some doors are meant to be observed, tested, and approached only when the moment is right. Type Amen to get blessing 511. Soon, there will be a private conversation that changes the way you see certain people in your life. Someone you thought was indifferent to her journey will suddenly reveal they have been rooting for her all along. Another will show their true colors by subtly trying to downplay her success. This shift will be both painful and freeing. Painful, because you will realize not everyone who claps for you wants to see you win. Freeing, because it will allow you to focus only on those who truly stand with her. There will also be an older figure, someone wise, who offers you a piece of advice at just the right moment. Their words will resonate so deeply that you will carry them with you through the weeks ahead. And when the biggest challenges come, that advice will steady you. Type Amen to get blessing 664. The day the news becomes fully public will feel like stepping into a storm of light and sound. Calls will pour in, invitations will multiply, and messages will come from unexpected places. It will be overwhelming, but it will also be the confirmation that this change was destined. In the midst of it all, she will look to you for grounding. No matter how much attention she receives, you will still be the person she trusts most. That bond must remain unshaken, because it will be her anchor in unfamiliar waters. Every moment from that day forward will carry weight. It will feel like history is being written in real time. And you will know, deep in your spirit, that life will never go back to the way it was. Type Amen to get blessing 375. There will come a morning when the first light touches your home differently, as if even the day itself is aware of what is about to unfold. She will wake up feeling a quiet anticipation in her chest, though she may not know why. Something inside her will sense that the world beyond your walls is waiting for her. Before midday, a message will arrive that acts as the spark for everything that follows. It might be delivered to her directly, or it may come to you first. Either way, the moment your eyes read it, you will feel the ground shift beneath your feet. You will know instantly that this is not just news, it is the beginning of a chapter you have both been moving toward without even realizing it. The room will feel different, the air thicker, as the weight of the moment sinks in. And from that point on, nothing will feel the same. Type Amen to get blessing 274. There will be people who rush to reach you within hours of the news spreading. Some will pretend they are only curious, but their true motive will be to see how much you already know. Others will approach with genuine excitement, offering to help in ways they never have before. You will need to sort them quickly. The wrong people in her life at this stage could take what is meant for her good and turn it into a burden. The right people will not push themselves forward, they will wait to be invited in. Archangel Michael says, listen to the stillness within before making any decisions. The inner pull of peace will guide you toward the right alliances, while a subtle heaviness will warn you when someone's intentions are not pure. Trust that guidance without hesitation. Type Amen to get blessing 849. The news will eventually find its way into the Ha. If they choose to hold it back, the growth will be slower, but more controlled. Either way, the path forward will require preparation. You will notice that as the days go by, her confidence will begin to shift. She will start carrying herself differently, speaking with more certainty. It will be the first outward sign that she is beginning to step into the role she was always meant to fill. Type Amen to get blessing 522. Somewhere in this process, you will also learn that not everyone in your inner circle is ready for her rise. One person in particular will reveal a quiet resentment that they cannot fully hide. It will come through in their tone, their choice of words, or the way they avoid speaking about her. This will hurt, but it will also open your eyes to the truth. Her journey is not meant to please everyone. And if her light exposes the shadows in someone else, that is simply the way destiny works. She cannot shrink herself to make others comfortable. The more the news spreads, the more the invisible dividing lines will appear between those who celebrate her and those who do not. It will become easier to see who is truly for her and who has only been pretending. This clarity will be one of the greatest blessings in disguise. Type Amen to get blessing 793. There will be a specific day, clear in your memory forever, when everything accelerates. The calls will not stop, the notifications will pour in, and the sound of her name will echo in places you never thought it would reach. It will feel as if the whole world suddenly turned its attention toward her. On that day, she will need you to be more than just a voice of reason. She will need you to be her shield, the one who filters what reaches her heart and mind. Because with the attention will come pressure, and with pressure will come the temptation to move too quickly. You will notice the first wave of strangers who speak her name as though they have known her for years. Some will claim to be connected to her in the past, weaving stories that only partly resemble the truth. Others will try to insert themselves into her future, offering promises they cannot keep. Type Amen to get blessing 642. Behind the scenes, meetings will be happening without your knowledge. Her image, her name, and her potential will be discussed like a rare opportunity. Those involved will be weighing how much they can gain from aligning themselves with her. One voice in that room will push for her to be given the highest platform possible. This voice is divinely placed. It will stand against opposition, even when others try to limit her. It is because of this person that her path will remain open. But there will also be another voice, quieter, more calculated, that subtly tries to slow her rise. They will use reason and caution as a disguise for envy. You must be aware of this, even if you never see their face. Type Amen to get blessing 715. As the days unfold, there will be a shift in her demeanor. She will begin to feel the weight of the eyes on her, the curiosity, and the expectation. This will both strengthen and challenge her at the same time. She will come to you for guidance, sometimes with questions, other times just to be reminded that she is still herself beneath all the noise. This is when your presence will mean more than any words you could speak. Simply being near her will give her the grounding she needs. Archangel Michael says, these moments are sacred. How you handle them will shape the way she carries this new chapter for the rest of her life. Stay steady, for she will draw her steadiness from you. Type Amen to get blessing 484. In the middle of all this, an unexpected ally will appear. Someone you once underestimated will step forward with genuine support. They will use their resources, connections, or influence to protect her from unseen harm. Their help will come at exactly the right moment, like a shield intercepting a blow you didn't even see coming. It will remind you that divine timing is never late. Every piece of this journey is being orchestrated for her good. But there will also be moments when you feel the strain. You will wonder how to keep up with the pace, the changes, and the constant attention. In those moments, you must remember, you are not doing this alone. Type Amen to get blessing 356.